the Mystic, coming to you live from WNJC 1360 AM, Washington Township, Philadelphia. Folks, this is the fastest growing station in the Delaware Valley. You know it. I know it. 1360 AM. And, of course, we are broadcasting to you live through there, and we are broadcasting on a remote. Oh, yes. Here at the Mystics Realm Studios in Belmont, New Jersey. It is a beautiful night. I hope everybody out there has been safe. Boy, I'll tell you, I am live this evening, folks. I want to let you know that I am live. It is, September 25th. And we are live, folks. I have been on extended vacation, actually, 4 weeks in a row. The longest I've ever had here in the entire existence of the Mystic Hour. That's the longest I've ever been away from you guys, and I missed you. I missed you all of you. And I also, actually I didn't miss all of you, because a lot of you wrote me emails like, once or twice a week, some of you trying to find out what was going on with me. Folks, I was just having a little time, a little mystic time, and it was great. I did a lot. We went to go and see the King Tut exhibit and run around in Philadelphia for a little bit, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. I did get a little ill for a little while there, but I recovered, bounced back really fast. But yeah, it was a crazy time. And wow, while I was gone, I mean, folks, I was only gone for 30 days. But what kind of mayhem ensued? I leave you guys alone for just a little while. And this is what happens. First off, I want to give congratulations to my girl, Kathy Griffith. I just think she's a wonderful comedian, and she won an Emmy, for poking fun with celebrities and, her kind of potty mouth or whatever, but she's just funny. But when she won the Emmy for being a potty mouth and poking celebrities, she was a potty mouth, and everybody got so surprised that she was bleeped. I don't understand it. I mean, that's how she got the Emmy. Of course she's going to, do a little something. That's right. That's what you do when you win stuff like that. You got to give a little back to the people. And I think that's all she did. But I think it got blown out of proportion. And speaking of blown out of proportion, I have to mention Britney Spears on the VMAs, folks. What a mess. That was quite a spectacle. And it's a shame, too, because, everybody was expecting a really big comeback, and everybody was very open-minded about everything, and I think she kind of fell short. And that's a shame. Speaking of shames, gotta mention OJ, too. This is all while I was gone, folks. Like I said, I leave you guys alone for a month, and all kinds of really crazy stuff happens. OJ is back in the news, obviously, and again, another mess. He's being accused of armed robbery, and it's just a horrible thing. Whether he did it or not, it's sad that it's going down like this. But some people call it poetic justice. Who's to say, really? I do, but this isn't the venue for that. Or is it? If one of you callers out there asked me if he did, I guess I'd have to tell you. But I'm sure that we'll find out all about exactly what happened when his one book, as you know, he just had it out. It's called If I Did It. And I'm sure there's going to be a sequel, If I Did It 2, the robbery or something like that. And I'm sure that, too, will go over really big. So, stay tuned for more OJ, I think, folks. Now, one other thing I want to mention is while I was on vacay, I managed to show up at a wonderful barbecue that was being held by Congressman Rob Andrews. And I'll tell you, folks, couldn't have happened from a nicer guy. I'll tell you, it was really, really, really great time had by all out there, including myself. And I did get to speak with him very briefly, obviously with a photo op, and those pictures will be available on my website probably sometime this week. But one thing I want you guys to know is, I really felt a lot of dedication coming from this guy, and it seems like he's really good with numbers too. I really sense that. So, if that's what you want, I highly recommend this is the guy for you. All right. So that's that. Now, one other thing I want to mention, and actually a couple others real quick, was while I was gone again, a couple other things happened. One of them was in Iraq. We did lose a Sunni leader that was assisting our forces, the Allied forces, in this battle against terrorism. And he was assassinated, and as well as a couple other people that were with him. And it's a shame, but these people are willing to take the risk to try to get their country safe. So the least we can do is help. And I'm all for that. I know there's been some mistakes in this war. I do not deny that, but I do support what our troops are doing. I do support that whole gig there. I really do. I really, really do. It's the right thing to do. I would want somebody to help me, if that was the case here. And, one other thing I wanted to mention was the Iranian president, Ahmadinejad. This guy actually managed to come on our soil, invited folks, by Columbia University. And I'll tell you, I was shocked by that, but at the same time, I kind of understood, because, colleges are known for the birthplace of many, 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 many protests. They protest everything, those college kids. And that's cool. Debate is good. But I gotta tell you, I was really surprised at the reaction of the president of Columbia University. He basically told the man, how can you sit there and smile knowing that, you're just a horrible, evil person, and called him tyrant and a couple other things. And, I couldn't agree with you more. This guy claims the Holocaust doesn't exist, and, yet he wants to sit there and bash our policies, and, it's just weird. The whole thing was just weird. The guy is a nut. But I want to actually commend Columbia University for, actually taking the steps necessary to put that man in his place. And I feel that you guys did that. So, if those of you from Columbia University that are listening tonight, well done. Well done. I thought that was great. All right. Now, one last thing I want to mention really quickly, and this is on a more positive note, because I like to end this stuff on a positive note. But during this vacation, of course I'm always doing something. Did a benefit, was gone, did a couple other things. But one of the things that I also got a chance to do was to sit down with a really, really brilliant guitarist. So my hunt is over, my brothers and sisters. I really think we got some really great stuff going on, and I think I'm going to keep him around. So his name is Pat Brose, B-R-O-S-E, and he's actually with a band now by the name of Wrath and Ruin. So you can check them out online. There's the stuff there. It's myspace.com/Wrath and Ruin, or of Wrath and Ruin, excuse me. And just check them out. They're really great. In fact, there's a link of them on my website as well. So check them out, check them out, check them out. And we're actually going to have a commercial of their stuff here very shortly, because, if the guy's willing to jump on my project, I figured the least I could do is promote him out, you know what I mean? So you're going to be hearing some of his stuff, in the very near future. Probably the next week or two. So, it hasn't been all just sitting around, folks. I have been busy, but I wanted to let you know that I truly did miss you guys very much, and I'm glad to be back on the air now. So let's go ahead and start taking some readings. Now, you guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856 856-232-7077. That number again is 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. There you go. Okay. And with me in the studio tonight, oh yes, folks, is the lovely Karen. And she's taken all these calls. Karen, it's great to have you back as well. She was actually very sick last week or the week before, so it's great to have her back as well. And it sounds like Mr. Davis, the Racquetball Roundtable guy, he sounded like he's got the bug too. So, wow, you guys, bundle up, eat your chicken soup, do what you got to do, and we'll go from there. So again, I want to remind you all, you guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. It's just that easy, my brothers and sisters. Also, one other thing that I wanted to mention is everybody that showed up at Dempster's last week. Oh my gosh, we had such a great time. There was actually a few people that were, for whatever reason, having birthdays right around the same time. Even though we're all strangers, about 4 of them showed up at Dempster's that night, and it was just amazing. But they were wonderful people, and all of you guys out there that came to see me last week, again, thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful time. I really enjoy myself when I'm over there at Dempster's, and that's Dempster's Sports Bar and Restaurant in Mount Holly, New Jersey. And I'll tell you, folks, great, great times had over there. So if you get a chance, I'm actually there every single Thursday night from 7 to 10. And you can come on out, get anything you want off the menu, and they go ahead and hook you up with a free psychic reading with me. That's a pretty good deal. Take it from me. It's a good deal. But it's also a lot of fun. So what you guys need to do is get there early, though, because, by the time, 10 o'clock rolls around, I'm really, really busy. So you guys want to get there as early as you can. I'm there from 7 to 10, so you might want to get there 6:30-ish, 7, just to make sure you're guaranteed to be on the list and be read by 10 o'clock, okay? That will make it my mystic guarantee. So that's a pretty good one. Lovely Karen, are you there? No, I guess she's still busy handling her stuff, which is good. Very good. Again, I want to remind you all, you guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077, and you get a free psychic reading with me, which is a pretty good deal. Also, again, I want to thank all of you guys that were writing me all the emails and wondering what's been going on with me in the past month, why I've been taped show after show after show after show. You guys were actually showing some concern, and I thought that was very nice, again. So, I want to let you guys know I'm in fabulous health. Everything is good. Life is very, very good for the mystic, as it always is. Life treats me very fairly. I got to say that. It's wonderful. So, as we go through some of the things that we've been going through over the past year, I want you guys all to remember that, this is supposed to be a very spiritual time for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be going on their soul-searching gig. And, each one of you, in a sense, is doing just that, just by tuning into this show every week. You're searching yourself to figure out exactly what you feel is right, how, you connect with, your higher power. And, each one of us does it uniquely. Each one of us does it in their own way. And, mine is through music, of course, and, through this radio show, The Mystic Hour, where people get to call in and get free psychic advice if they so choose, or they can hear me babble for the next hour, which I have absolutely no problem with either. Because I'll tell you, it could be a lot worse out there, folks. I've heard a lot worse. I've heard of some shows, not on this station. There's a lot of respect for the station out there, but there are some stations in New York that I've heard some call-in shows that were just dreadful. And I want to thank all of you listeners and call-ins that have called in over the past 8 years and given us so much thanks. It's great. We love having you, and we will continue to be here as long as I get calls. So if you don't call, I may not be here anymore. That wouldn't be good. Now, something else that came up really quickly that I wanted to mention. You know, all these celebrities that are, you know, making all these mistakes and, you know, screwing up and you know, you have to realize that some of these people aren't getting the attention that they crave so much in the movies and, you know, whatnot anymore. You know, even someone, you know, that goes, you know, a year without making a movie, they start getting itchy and they're like, why haven't anyone called for, you know, a script reading or anything like that? And they get a little panicky. So, you know, these people do end up acting out, and, you know, it's a real shame. Alcohol's a big factor to that, no question. I've never seen more damage to anyone or anything, you know, as far as that's concerned, except more than overindulgence of alcohol. I mean, you know, people die every day from it, and it's scary. So, you know, moderate, my brothers and sisters. Don't look to these people as, you know, a cheerful sort, because they're not. They're not. Or they wouldn't have to go to such great lengths in order to be just a little happy, you know? So this is something you got to remember, you know, as much as possible. Now, another thing, too, is as this whole thing goes on, you know, like you got your Britneys out there, you know, a lot of people have, you know, daughters, and, you know, these young girls are being forced to look at these people every single day. And, you know, of course they're being idolized by their friends who are trying to be trendy and the whole bit. You know, these are signs you must be careful of, my brothers and sisters, because it's very easy for, you know, someone to idolize this stuff. Just as back in the day, you know, a lot of the drug scene now is because of all the punk scene that was going on early on, and you know, the drug scene in the 60s, the openness and the whole bit. So, you know, this is something that we all have to, you know, keep a grip on. But the same thing with ourselves spiritually, too. We also have to look out for ourselves spiritually in the same way. We have to, you know, influence spiritually and be influenced spiritually. And that's something that I want you guys to keep a you know, sharp eye out for over the next couple of years, is, you know, that we are going to start having like a spiritual trend. And I think it's a great thing, folks, so keep that in mind. Now, it sounds like we do have a caller, so let's go ahead and take that caller now. And again, you guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. Give us a call. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Hello.
You there? Yes.
How are you? Yes.
Great to hear from you, brother. First off, your name?
Jim.
Jim. And where are you calling from?
Elverson, PA.
Ah, so you're not so far at all. Wonderful. So how can I help you this evening, Jim?
Well, we spoke, probably about 2 months ago. I said work just didn't feel right. Things were going good and didn't feel right, and you said it was probably time to pack up the desk.
Yes.
Oh, they sold the company.
Oh, no. Did you pack?
Yeah, I did. Actually. Everything was already here. But I've basically got, they have got contract to the end of the year. But I guess my big question is, I would like to take some time to do a little searching and figure out what I want to be when I grow up. And what your feelings on that would be. Do I have the time, or should I try to do something in the meantime just to keep the money flowing?
Stand by. Well, you know, honestly, I mean, as far as that's concerned, I think you should always keep the money flowing. You know, it's safer that way. Yeah. But, you know, as far as your soul searching, I was just talking about that as you called. You know, this is something that a lot of us are going to be feeling. Those of us that are in the spirit are going to start being called. All right. Yeah. And you know, this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you're going to be called to become a deacon or anything crazy, but you know, we all have our jobs to do here. And that's really the most important thing, is that we do our job. And I think now is the perfect time for you to do that. Now, what I mean by that is, you know, a lot of things that you have done, you've done more out of necessity. But in reality, and remember I told you this, Jim. In reality, you are training for what you are about to become that whole time. Because over the past several years especially, you have focused a lot more on some of the things that you would benefit from if you had, the knowledge of. And that was your focus. And now that you've got some of these things under your belt, I think you're going to be able to use it more for yourself and your own gig than, say, somebody else's company.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, now's the time to figure out not just, the money aspect of it, but I mean, really look deep here and figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life. And the best way to do that, is to really take all of your attributes, no matter what they are. Whether it's I have a great smile, or I can tell a joke, I can, run the, division of this, whatever. Just whatever the talents that you have, whatever abilities you have, list them, write them all down. And then look at this list, Jim. Look at the list. And it's going to jump right out at you. This is what I'm supposed to be. And I'm telling you, this will work for you.
All right.
I know what I see here. This is a great time for you to do what you want to do. But, it's money-oriented, too.
Yeah.
The difference is, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, without having to worry about a promotion or a raise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you need a raise, well, then give yourself one.
Yeah.
Go out that extra hour or two.
Cool.
That's really how it works. And, that is the American dream, my brother, right there.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And so many of us have the capability to experience that. And we don't, only because we doubt the abilities that we are given. Don't doubt yourself. This is strong with you.
Okay.
You put a lot of unnecessary filling in your projects. And that filling, it's all negative. You got to stop doing that, brother.
Yeah.
Because, it's not only, is it negative, but, it's so defeatist, and there's no way you can pull out of that. There's no way. You're going to panic and drop. It's like, imagine somebody who, for whatever reason, had to jump off of a boat into the water. And the first thing they think is, I'm never going to make it. Well, guess what? They're probably not going to. But it's those people that say, okay, I can do this. I just got to chill, relax, and do my thing. Those are the survivors. Those are the ones that make it. Those are the ones that live to tell the tale.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in life, though. It's the same thing in any aspect in life. Whether, you're making a commitment to a woman, or whether you're making a vow of faith to God, or whether you're making that commitment to yourself. You got to put everything into it, or it's just not going to work. You got to believe in it. You got to, embrace it. You got to focus on it. And know that it's going to happen. You got to know it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like when I come on this show, sure, it's, it's almost showtime. Of course I get a little nervous, but it's not a question of, geez, I hope I can do a reading tonight. That would be pointless. If I felt like that, there'd be no way I could do this show. You understand?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It wouldn't work. I'd be so off, it would be pointless. I'd be like the rest of these wannabe local psychics. I'd go in and I'd be made a fool of, and I'd have to leave. You know?
Well, for as far as I'm concerned, you've been 2 for 2 so far.
See, this is good stuff, man. 2 for 2 is good. But the thing you have to worry about now, and honestly, it's just that. You know, as cliche as it sounds, you know, all you got is that fear. And that's the only thing. But that's a big one. It's big. It's a big monster. So, you know, you're going to have to deal with that, bro. You have to. You have to. All right? You do this, and honestly, you'll feel so much better about it.
Yeah.
You truly will. I know you will. Because you're going to be like, oh, my God, what was I waiting for?
Yeah.
You know, you got good business sense, man. You've got too much going for you. The only thing against you is you.
Yeah.
That's a cakewalk, man. So just change your thought pattern, and honestly, things will be much easier for you, brother.
Cool.
You know, this is a good moment for you. This is something you've been embracing.
It feels good, you know?
But I mean, look at the rest of your life, though, Jim. Really, you know, every other aspect of your life, your emotional side, your environment, your home, everything has changed.
Mm-hmm.
It has all gone through a metamorphosis. It has all gone through this transition. It is all, you know, go in one and out the other, a completely different, you know, place and look and feel and everything. That includes you. That includes the home. That includes, you know, your environment itself. So, you know, there's a reason why these things are happening to you. So don't fear them. You know, this is all part of that preparation. This is all part of that process. You know, and you do this, and I'm telling you, you're going to be so glad you did. You'll be glad you did.
I believe I will.
I know you will.
Jim,
I know you will.
Okay.
So what else can I answer for you very quickly while I have you on the air?
I think I know the answer to that. How about my wife's job?
Okay, stand by.
She'd like to see some good positive changes there, too.
Yeah, she's forcing that change is what I'm seeing here. Like, she doesn't feel like she's ready either, kind of like you, but she's forcing herself through it like a champion. I gotta give her that. See, you can learn from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's forcing these changes upon herself to better her life. That's awesome. That takes a lot of guts. That takes, you know, expect pain when you do that, but it's usually worth it at the end. And, you know, I feel that with her. She's no dummy. She runs a tight ship. I don't have to tell you that.
Oh, no.
You know. But as far as, you know, her personal life is concerned, yeah, she seems like, you know, she's forcing these motions, and God bless her. You know, it takes a lot of guts.
Oh, yes, it does.
So that's what I see there. And I do. I think she's going to get exactly what she wants, and I think she's going to be very happy about it, and I think she's going to have a lot less of a crazy time to boot.
That would be fantastic.
Because I really see a really crazy time she's having right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I really think that'll be at ease as well. So, you know, I think she's doing this herself, for herself, and God bless her.
All right.
Yeah. So that's what I see there, Jim. So, hey, brother, I want to thank you so much for calling the show. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I'm sorry that I was right, I guess. I don't know what to say to stuff like that, you know.
The thing is, all of us are getting let go. Like, you know what, this is probably a good thing.
I really sense it is. And I sensed it before that it was.
Yeah.
You know, but I did sense, you know, it was time to pack it in because, you know, something was going on there.
Yeah.
But, you know, really, I do. I feel this is best. And I feel it's a great time for you because now you have the connections that you need in order to really make a go of it. And I think that's great.
Fantastic.
You know.
All right, well, thank you.
God bless you, Jim. Thank you so much for calling the show. And, of course, God bless you and your entire family.
You too.
Take care, brother.
Have a good night.
God bless. You too. Okay, folks. That was Jim out there in Pennsylvania. Folks, I want to remind all of you this is a free call-in live psychic talk show. You guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. give us a call. And those of you that are, trying, please keep trying. I think we are going to go to commercial really quick. It is just 1/2 hour. So we're going to go ahead and go to commercial, and when we come back, we'll have more free psychic readings with the mystic. So stick around.
We last left our hero high in the Himalayas, seeking truth from the wise wizard who lives there. God, I hope this guy's home. Hello, anyone there?
I am the wizard who holds the answer to which you seek. Behold, I give you the sword of destiny.
Yes, it's very nice, but that's not why I'm here.
Ah, you seek the Holy Grail, of course. Now, where did I put that
No, that's not why I'm here either. I'm just looking to find a deal on computers.
Well, that's easy. Quartz Computers at 856-656-0443 are here for all your PC needs. Upgrades, repairs, all done on site. Even most warranties are honored. Check out their website at www.quartzcomputers.com or call them at 856-656-0443.
Quartz Computers, thanks a lot. Now, how do I get out of here?
I wish I knew.
That's quartzcomputers.com at 856-656-0443. Just look for the wizard in the ad.
Greetings to you. I am the Mystic. Thanks for tuning into my show each week, but it's only an hour show, and I know many of you miss out on the chance for your reading with me. So, I am available for private sessions, as well as parties, seminars, and benefits, of course. Give me a call at 856-803-4463, and I will assist you in all matters of love, life, health, success, and destiny. As an ordained minister of 9 years, I can also perform blessings and house clearings or the most memorable custom wedding created especially for you. Call 856-803-4463, and you can also reach me through my website at www.themysticsrealm.com. Feel the awesome power of a true psychic reading. To be knowledgeable about what is to come in your life is to be better prepared for it, and I will show you how to achieve better living through the Spirit. That number again is 856-803-4463, and I look forward to reading you.
Greetings, Philadelphia. As my good friend Mr. Mystic would say, are you a believer? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in music? And believe me, I do. This is the doctor, Dr. Lou. If you believe in love, music, and a heck of a good time, check out www.drloumusic on the net right flipping now. Yes, that's where you can find all the information about Dr. Lou Music and Healing Productions, Philadelphia's only host for independent films, and House of Blues Radio Hour with none other than Elwood Blues, a.k.a. Dan Aykroyd. If you are a believer and believe in yourself, believe me, this is one prescription you're going to want to take. Seriously. That's www.drloumusic.com. On your host, WNJC1360.com, your blues and independent music source.
And we are back here on the Mystic Hour, Tri-State area, and the world's free call-in live psychic talk show. I am your host, the Mystic. You know the deal, folks. You can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. I do believe we have a caller on the line, so let's take that lucky caller now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much. Your name?
It's Nancy from Pittman.
Hey, Nancy from Pittman.
I got what everybody else has.
See? This is terrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's awful.
I was actually getting ready to come back from my vacay and had to take another week just because of that stuff. It was just horrible.
Yes.
But you will get over it. You will live through it, I promise.
Oh, yes. We know that.
I was actually beginning to wonder. I was like, geez, maybe I'm not going to die. I'm just going to feel like this for the rest of my life. But
oh, don't even think that.
Yeah, it was just horrible. It was just terrible. But I'm so glad I'm over it. And I, highly recommend lots of chicken soup.
Okay.
Chicken soup and orange juice.
There you go.
Oh, yes. That is the remedy of remedies.
right.
Maybe a hot cup of coffee to boot, and you'll be in there.
Yeah.
So, my dear, how can I help you this fine, fine evening?
How about a general reading?
You shall have it. A general you shall have. And again, it is great to hear from you, my dear.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Yes, yeah, well, part of that's my fault. I was just enjoying myself with my wife and family so much. We were just having such a great time. I just couldn't pull myself away. But it is great to be back on the air. I tell you, I have missed you guys very, very much. Okay, my dear Nancy from Pittman, here's what I'm seeing with you. Every time you call, there's like a fluctuation, and it's always one of three things. It's either finances, it's either something with the family, or it's something very spiritual. Because I'm with you. This time, it seems more the spiritual, more than anything else. And a lot of the reason for that is because everyone else seems so trapped in their ways that it's actually making you more thankful that you're as open-minded as you are.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I want you to understand that these
it got
people...
me through some really rough times this summer.
I see that, but, it's not you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not you that's really going through this. It's them. Because it's their gig. It's their problem, not yours. And, as a spiritual being, we want to help. But a true spiritual being will do what God asks us to do.
Right.
And sometimes it means not helping.
Which is where I've ended up lately.
I know.
You can only do so much, and it's the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you even offered him a straw and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, IV lines, really.
Yeah. So, you did all you could, but understand that, as a spiritual being, we have to do what we're told.
Right.
And again, it's not always pleasant. It's not always fun. It's not always happy.
Will she pull through this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's just playing a game right now.
Okay.
And, again, this was her gig.
Yeah.
This was her choice. This is her doing. This is her, not yours, dear.
Mm-hmm.
So all you can do is say, hon, good luck.
I think a lot of it
I
is
respect your decision, even as stupid as it is.
Right. A lot of it is guilt for what she's done over the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And, this is another thing because, it's not like you're just looking out for somebody, this is family.
Uh-huh.
Which makes it twice as hard. But it, also means twice as much, like the lesson.
Right.
You understand that?
Yeah, I do.
The lesson is learned twice as much. It's twice as hard, but it's learned twice as much. So, there is hope for this mess, but you got to do what you're told here, dear.
Okay.
And I know it's painful. I know it sucks. I know it's no good. It makes you feel like crap. But you have to do this, And it's not even a question of tough love here. It's more a question of, just doing what you're told.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to do this.
Okay.
Nancy Pittman, you've been calling my show for years.
Yep. Yeah, I have.
I've never lied to you.
No.
And I'm telling you now, if I really felt that you were doing the wrong thing, I would be the first one to tell you, go help that girl. Get her out of there. You can do it.
But this is one she's got to help herself with.
Yeah. Yep. And at the same time, guess who you're going to be helping?
Myself.
You. Right on. So, you know, and it has to be this way because you both have something to learn here.
Right.
You know, obviously your lesson's a little easier than hers, but...
Yeah.
But you're a wonderful person. You're a wonderful person.
Thank you.
Now,
I try.
there's some other stuff going on too that I'm sensing.
Okay.
With this little scenario, and I don't know if it's for her or somebody that she's dealing with here, but I do see some jail time there.
Probably twice.
Yeah.
2 of them.
So, you know, again, when you're getting to this point in the game, it's a little late just to say, you know, no, turn around and go the other way.
No, it's not her, it's her children.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, so.
But this is her gig.
Right.
Her gig, not yours.
Okay. How about with her health, though?
Well, that's another story entirely.
Okay.
You know, because she's not looking out. She's not sleeping right. She's not, you know, following instructions. She's not doing what she's told.
No. She's not even going.
Right.
So. And that's where my...
Well, I mean, what makes her... Let me ask you, what makes her... How can I even put this? What makes her think she's smart enough to be the one out of 1 million people that this would work for? Why does she feel like something's owed to her in that respect?
It's the way she's always been.
Okay.
It's the way she's been all her life.
Because I really sense a lot of that. Like, you know...
There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of entitlement issues.
Right. Right.
That's how I see it.
Right.
It's sad.
It is. It really is sad because I got news for you. You know, you all truly, truly, truly do love each other very much, and I really, really sense that. But, you know, this isn't your gig here, dear.
Yeah.
You know, you've already, you know, done like the intervention thing where you got them all together and said, look, you know, we can work this all out as a team together. You have given them that option.
Right.
You've done that.
Right.
And you got screwed because of it, from what I'm seeing here.
Oh, yeah. Many times over.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, so learn from this.
Okay. Now, do we see any good things coming?
Well, see, again, this is, and I'm glad you asked like this, because this is something that you, as well as all these other people, need to know, is the stuff that I've seen for you, and for anyone that calls this show, for example, none of it's bad. None of it. None of it's bad. None of the things I've ever seen is bad. None of the things that I've ever seen is good either. It's just what is.
Right. Well, how about exciting, happy times?
Well, you have to make some.
Well, I've been trying.
And I know this. But, you know, this is the key to all things. And the last time we spoke, as I recall, I told you that, you know, your social gig was going to become a little bit stronger. And I'll tell you, I think that this is going to be the year for it.
Okay.
I really sense that. But, you know, like I said, you got to make the time, dear.
Well, I have been. I have been.
Good girl.
So.
See, this is awesome. And you do this you're going to meet some great people. You're going to make some great connections. You're going to have some great things happening to you. And, don't go out there, like I say, don't go out there looking for, anything in particular. Just go out there and look for some fun. Just have some fun out there.
Right.
Meet some new people, meet some new friends, meet some new cultures, some new lands, just run the gamut. Enjoy yourself out there.
Okay.
You deserve this, my dear. That's what I did for a month. I'll be honest with you. I did. I had a great time this month. It was just a wonderful thing. I met a congressman. I got to see Egyptian mummy, 5,000 years old. I got to see some really great stuff this month. So it was just, incredible.
Right.
But, I had to do this for myself. I had to do it. And it was worth it. It was just a wonderful time. So, make sure you get out there and have some fun. Have a good time. And I know you're doing this, and you deserve to do it. Make sure you understand that.
Oh, well, I do, believe me.
Excellent.
That one I know.
See, you're awesome.
I sat back too long.
You're awesome. We do. We really appreciate you calling, all these years. And, just keep that spirit, in check as far as when it tells you to move, do it. When it tells you to act, do it. But if it tells you to just hold your tongue and walk away, sometimes you got to do that too, hon. And
right.
I think that's what you had to do, and I think you did it, and I think you're stronger because of it. So God bless you and your entire family. I think this is a great thing for you, my dear. I really do. And, yeah, it's going to take some time. But, God willing, maybe they'll tune into the show some more.
Right. Right.
We'll straighten them out.
Yeah, like to try.
See, that'd be good stuff. That's awesome. Well, my dear, now, is there anything else I can answer for you very quickly?
About my daughters, how they're going to fare out in the near future.
Okay.
Been both getting stronger, but I think they need some good stuff coming.
I think a lot of that strength is because they're not settling as much as they used to.
Okay.
That's really part of the answer here. And that's a great answer. That's good stuff. They're not bending as much as they used to. They're not bending all their own personal rules and requirements and things like that. Personal ones, not just, for other people, but for themselves as well. They're not bending the rules as much, and that's cool. But, one thing that you've got going on is, you've always had a closeness for them all, and that's great. But, if you were to, say, take off for a little bit, just that little bit, pandemonium would ensue.
And you tell me to go away and take a break.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Because, there's no better combat training than combat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, let them get a taste of that pandemonium.
Okay.
Stop catering.
Right.
You go, girl.
Okay.
Now, one other thing with you, my dear, very quickly, is, again, you've always had, that really strong intent for financial success. And we've talked about this a couple times before. You have some really great gifts, and I still don't think you're taking advantage of them the way you should. I don't.
Okay.
So I'm, wagging a finger at you right now.
Is there a direction I should be headed?
Anything you want to do, Doc. Just whatever you feel you're good at.
Okay.
Any type of talent, any type of gift, whether it's arts and crafts or, whether it's a real estate venture, whatever you feel you really want to jump on, I'm telling you, this is going to be a great time for you to do this.
Okay.
We've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
So,
and I think I figured out because you described something and it didn't click.
Right on.
But it did.
Good.
Later. So.
See, you're awesome. And what was that? to me, darling.
Well, you had seen me doing something with, it wasn't real animals, but something cute and small.
Yeah.
I make candy, lollipops.
Nice. See? Wonderful. Now, see, now there's an angle for you. How many people are out there making candy for animals?
Well, no, it's not candy for the animals.
No, but see, this is a new angle for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving a party for 50 dogs tomorrow night, so this is funny.
See, there you go.
You
can make some little doggy candies. I'm telling you, I want 30% right off the top. You're gonna make little doggy candies.
How many people get paid to throw parties for dogs, you know?
Hey, there you go. And if they need a pet psychic, you know who to call.
Well, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You're available tomorrow night.
Sure.
I love you.
Give me a call.
Okay.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, well, honestly, my dear, you know, this is some good stuff for you. You know, I was just kidding about the animal candy, but you never know. I've seen crazier things in this universe happen to people just as you are, you know, who are in the spirit and decided to do what they're told instead of, you know, what their heart or what their brain is telling them. And this is you all the way, dear.
Okay.
So, you know, take advantage of it. It's good stuff for you. Good stuff.
Good.
All right? And 30% is all I'm asking on that animal candy, should that go down.
I'm writing it down right now.
That's
so
not a bad percentage considering, you know, everything going on. All right. Oh, my dear, it is so great to hear from you.
Thank you. You as well, and I'm glad you had a great vacation.
I did. It's wonderful. So I want you to go out and have one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one in. Probably right after the new year.
That'll be great for you.
Finish up some things with my mom.
Well, make sure you give us a call before you go. Check in, see, make sure, you know, everything's all smooth sailing for you. We wouldn't want you to get sick on a boat.
Oh, please. That's the last thing we want.
Indeed. My dear, thank you so much for calling the show. And, of course, God bless you and your entire family.
Thank you, and God bless you as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, folks. Wow, we've got about 6 minutes left, and that was Nancy from Pittsman. It is so great to hear from her. Now, real quickly, folks, again, I want to thank all of you guys for tuning into your homes and businesses here to 1360 AM, as you do every week for the past 8 years. And we're always having new listeners on the time, you know, tuning in because of you guys. You know, you guys tell your friends, you tell your relatives, you tell your neighbors, and I can't thank you enough. And I'm sure I speak for a lot of the radio hosts here, you know, at this station, is that, you know, we can't do it without you. And, of course, our wonderful sponsors. So, you know, keep that in mind. Now, I also want to remind you all that I will be appearing this coming Thursday at Dempster's in Mount Holly, New Jersey. That's Dempster's Sports Bar and Restaurant. The number's on my website. You guys can give them a call at 609-251-0500, I think. Check it out. It's on my website. But I will be there from 7 to 10 doing absolutely free psychic readings. You guys can come on in, get something off the menu, and you get a, you know, free bite with, you know, a free psychic reading with the Mystic. That's a pretty good deal. Also, I want to remind you all, again, that in the very near future, we're going to be having some very, very, very interesting things happening here on this show, including some music debuts and some other really, really neat stuff. So you guys keep tuning in, and again, keep telling your friends and family. For those of you out there that do need psychic and spiritual advice, you know, free of charge. Oh, yes. You guys can just give us a call here at the station. Now, should you guys need something a little more private, a little more in-depth, you guys know I am available for private sessions, and that's at 856-803-4463. That number again is 856-803-4463. You can give us a call, and we will book an appointment with you as soon as we can and get you in there. And this is for either phone, internet, or live face-to-face readings if you're in town. We would love to have you, so that would be great. Also, I want to thank the lovely Karen for making all this, really, really great radio stuff happening once again for me over at WNJC. And, of course, I'd like to thank WNJC themselves for keeping me alive for the past 8 years. And, of course, I'd like to thank my lovely, lovely wife, Nancy, for such a wonderful vacation. I had a great, great time, my love. Thank you so much for everything. And, of course, I'd like to thank the good Lord above for making all things possible. He is the man. And you, my brothers and sisters, again, I got to tell you, I am very, very proud of all of you. You guys are great. You guys have truly let the Spirit shine, not just this evening, but every week this show's been on. Again, I've seen some really horrible shows out there on the net, some psychic call-in shows that were just one bad call after another, saying all kinds of horrible, disrespectful things for, whatever reason. Now, I don't know, maybe this guy was just really bad at what he did, but, I know each one of you out there that tune into this show every week, you have a reason why you tune in. You know what that reason is, and I know what that reason is. Okay? And I want you all to know that no matter what religion you are, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Baptist or Episcopal or Mormon or Hindu or, Buddhist or whatever, I want you all to know that as long as there is love for your God and love in your hearts for your fellow human beings, well then no doubt, no question, we're all on the same team here. And that's really why, I do this show every week, is to let you guys know that, we are a team, and we are a spiritual team. And I love you all like family. You all know this. It's great to be back. I will be back next week live again, of course, God willing. I love you all like family. God bless. Bye-bye.
You're listening to WNJC 13.